Okay, so a lot of people here are aware of people trying to use their name for humanity. Turn this off behind me. It's a little bit of noise. So going. Side down and after the fourth. All right. So psychologically, we're trying to get people ready for what's about to happen because when there's money in the street, it's not always a pretty game. So we gotta be well put together what we're doing and execute almost flawlessly to make sure everyone is in the position, right? And so I'm not going to keep this long today. I'm going to keep it real short to the point. I'm going to let Marcus go ahead and explain to everyone here, their community, what's going on, what people need to do to get in their spots, and then also basically, what we need to do in order to be able to move forward. All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna pass it over to the president so he can help you to understand what's going on, to update what these new articles mean, what they mean for us, and what we need to do to be in our position so that we can ready our battleship. Right, humanity is our battleship, guys, and so we have to ready our battleship so that we're able to be prepared for what's happening. Okay, so I'm not going to stay too long on that, but it's real important. I'm not one to I like to shoot real straight, right? And if people understand what's really happening, whatever action you can take is what's necessary at this point. So I love you guys. Get rest people on your team. People ask to have a meeting room over 100 people. That's done today. So there's room to have up to 500 people on this call if we needed to. So you got plenty of room. Grab your seat, grab a pen, a pad, a notebook, whatever you need to write, so you know exactly what we need to do. All right. We do a lot of communication in the chat, so people know exactly the next steps always, because we got to get our whole army / navy, all of our defense forces got to get together, and we don't have to be Pentagon over here and make it work. So past the president, former naval officer, who's going to help us through this process. President, Mr. Mark.
Hello, Humanity family. Hello, team. Hope everybody is well. Got a lot of going on, so we're going to get to it quickly. Get to it quickly. There's new articles. Here's breaking news. The breaking news is simply this: Humanity Protocol, the fake Humanity Protocol, has signed about 20 VCs. It's raised over $50 million, as we understand it. It's raised over $50 million on our name, on our business model, on our business plan. Raised over $50 million. There's a bunch of articles. We put some of them in a group. You can go search Humanity Protocol and funding, or search Humanity Protocol capital, anything like that. You'll see all the articles. They're raising capital. They're raising capital to compete, as we've talked about for all this time, to compete with WorldCom. And they know that this model that we have is better than WorldCom's model, and it's a multi-billion-dollar model as it sits today, without anything else. So they have a thought process around, and they're selling, but we actually have a multi-billion-dollar model today. Okay, so with that being said, obviously we have to act fast. And we have our plan together, but we need to get everybody. A couple of things I want to mention. We need everybody to get in a proper communication tree. So to share information via these calls only, if your only channel of hearing this information is this call, then you will be lagging behind the rest of the things that are going on. So that means you need to be in a proper communication tree, somewhere that you can plug in anytime you have a second, have a minute, you plug in to see if there's any new information. We'll get out to you how to do that. But if you're not in one of the WhatsApp groups, when Jumal and the team will get back on and let you know how to get in the proper communication tree. But everyone must be in a proper communication tree. Without that, you will not be able to hear the information fast enough. It's not that you will miss anything, but you will miss something, right? We need to get everybody in the proper communication tree, number one. Number two, we need to get everybody converted. and that everybody converted. I mean, everybody converted as we talked about before. We're converting everybody over the bank shares, over the bank share program and HP token. And so we need to get everybody converted, every single person converted, everybody converted. Now, once we get you converted, then you start seeing the benefits of your participation, but we need to get you converted for that to happen. There are a few people, not many at all, but there are a few people who suggested that they don't want to convert, you know, and especially as relates to gold and other things people in. And there are people standing by once we start conversion who will take your position. So if there are some people who don't want to convert, it's perfectly fine. It's not a problem. No hard feelings, but we need to get we're starting this conversion process, and there are people who will take your position. But take your position, whether you know what you put in, you'll be able to get out. You know, that it the multiples, no other you'll be able to get your capital back. You'll be able to get your capital back. Everybody else will be able to go, everybody else will be able to go forward. But we're gonna do this conversion and that process very quick. That's the next step. The third thing is communication tree. Communication tree is one. Am I muted? Oh no, communication tree is one. Secondly, is everybody getting conversion. So we're gonna let you know how to get your conversion started. Everybody getting a conversion, and then the third thing is that activities is certain activities that everybody can do to really help us monetize this, really help us make this thing known. We are generating everything on our side. There's going to be press releases and news articles all next week, and on. We have a way to keep us in the news cycle and make sure that we are known as the true Vanity Protocol, but more so than that we achieve our true value, and then we build from there. You know, so to go on to do what we know we would do was be one of the top programs at blockchain. So there's activities to do to make sure that we are creating our value. You guys seen some of those, but we put out an official list of things you can do, and every day things you could do. You know, most of them only take a couple minutes. For those people who want to be more active, you could be more active. We have actually a way to pay you for being more active in coins and other assets, so you can build your assets to be more active. Some of you could take administrative or other leadership roles because this is a community project. As we roll out those opportunities, some of you may want to raise your hand and participate in those opportunities and get a big benefit for participating in those opportunities. All this stuff will be available to you. Some of you might want to just sit back and enjoy the benefit of what you've already done. Everything and all that is all good. But this is right now, our opportunity is, you know, ultimately, these people raising money to use our name is a good thing, as you guys know. Not everything is good, but God and the universe and ourselves, we will use everything that is, whether it's bad or good, to our good. And this is a very good thing because our business model, what we've been saying, we don't have to try to convince anybody now. I got many inbound calls from investors. We don't have to convince anybody anymore that our business model is right, has value. They've just made the whole world know that our business model is right and have value. So ultimately this is a great thing for us all. So we got three things that is super important that we focus on. Make sure you're in the proper communication tree, and we're going to start telling you. We're going to put it in the groups and tell you how to get up-to-date information about what's going on, which is communicated from the communication tree. Make sure you're plugged in. We're going to within tomorrow or weekend, we're going to start the process of getting people converted and getting conversions going. So pay attention to that. For those of you, for everybody, we will have a call tomorrow. Yep, we'll have a call tomorrow because there's a lot going on, and we need to give you the exact information of how to get in the communication tree, how to get your conversion done, how to keep engaging in the process. So we will have a call tomorrow. If not for anything else, just for those three pieces: how to get in the communication tree, how to get your conversion done, how to make sure that you're helping humanity protocol, the real humanity protocol, be recognized and get its value. So we'll have that coming out, and then we'll be pushing this down the road, and you guys will see you see miracles happen within the next week and in the next 30 days. We were starting a 30-day push anyway, so today is the first, so it coincides with 30-day push. So apparently God already knew that this was coming, because we have a 30-day push now that coincides with everything else that we're doing. So that's what I want to say. We're going to be super active because our business model is raising money. Now we're going to raise money. The business model has got an investment business model, get international attention. Now we're going to put ourselves out there, and everybody will understand that we're the real project, and then we're going to be able to do massive things. So everybody, thank you. Thank you for all your participation. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your activity. I'm going to turn it back over to Jumal. He has a couple other things to announce to you. And then after that, we will be back here on 24 hours, and you'll see messages flying in the groups. But we want to make sure everybody tomorrow understands how to get in that communication tree, so you can get proper communication, plug into the communication anytime, understand how everybody gets their conversion done, and then understand what are the things that you can do to help increase the value of our company, which is your company, which is all of our company, which is about the Real Humanity Protocol. With that, turn it over to Jumal, and he's going to tell you about a special bank meeting, or when it is, and what we're going to do at that special bank meeting.
Okay, guys. So Marcus and his wonderfulness is always nice and calm. I'm not as calm as he is because basically, you guys see what's happening. People are using our name to raise money, to raise funds, right? And so, we can't really allow that to happen too much for too long, right? The benefit is that we've been doing all the work. So we got the people, we got the work, we got the infrastructure, we got the royal family and everything else. Now, I was wondering, some people are asking, well, why don't we just, send a letter somewhere and stop everything? And that's not the best plan, because then it stops not only for them, but it stops everything for us as well. So everything has to be done very, very strategically. Okay, I saw a message come up. Everything has to be done very, very strategically, and has to be executed, more or less flawlessly. And so part of what we got to do is finish up, as Marcus explained. Remember yesterday you saw the chart, so I can find it again. But a big part of what we got to do is finish up to get the system open, to get the system. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up for you guys. One thing we need to do is if you remember that tree we had. So there we go, right here, right now. I'll share screen so you can see it. Oops, where'd it go? Oh, there you go. All right, so one thing we got to do is finish up this piece we talked about. What we're going to be doing is getting people plugged into these areas, so that we have people manning these areas, right? So we'll have somebody who understands this process, and all you got to do is raise your hand and say what area you want to help out with. Some people who want to help out with the activation process, people that need to help people to understand about buying works, people understand what the buying work is. And so we're going to train in all these things in the next, within the next couple of days. So in the next 30 days, as we're activating, who raise their hands and say, I want to help out in these different areas, we'll give you more training in these areas. So then you can become, a guild master in one of these areas, or you can use XP one of these areas, and you get paid to do this work. It'll be an HP token as well, but you'll be getting paid to do this work. HP token is super, super important, because people who remember the story of Bitcoin, at first, just Bitcoin had the community. People that had the community, which a couple of techies had the Bitcoin. There was no exchange, there was no listings, or nothing like that. A bunch of people had it. Then some people decided, I want to buy a pizza for it. And a guy bought a pizza with 10,000 Bitcoins, probably the most expensive pizza. I wish we could put that pizza in the NFT. That'd be the most expensive pizza in the history of all pizzas, right? So then people started exchanging it for video games, and people exchanged it for their friends, and, for buying meals. And then that story and that process is what brought Bitcoin to where it is today, in a very organic, natural way. All right. So that process was what brought Bitcoin to where it is today. And we want it to be as organic as possible, because as you can tell, people are raising money, and what they want to do is they want to raise a coin against their name, and then launch a coin, raise a bunch of money, and do what they always do: yank the plug. And then as a result of yanking the plug, then, you know, people get hurt, right? But then people get hurt thinking it's humanity that's hurt them, which is really not us, is somebody else is trying to use our name. That's one. Number two, the people that we've been working on helping for the last, Marcus, for the last 6 years, you know, us for the last two plus years, right? All those people are going to get hurt because then the real humanity protocol isn't doing real work. Somebody's just using our name token to do work, not to do work, so use their name token basically to do another world coin. And the people get work, and then people don't get the work, the system doesn't work, and we don't get the benefit that we all jumped in here to get, which is helping people and at the same point in time making money by helping people, right? We need somebody who wants to, let's say, I don't want to say be in charge, but learn about the minting of business ideas, registration of businesses. Because again, as we mentioned before, this is all community. This is all community stuff, all right? Now, we also have the bank organizers, right? So this is all work, this is all businesses, and this is all the investments, right? The bank organizers, right? So the bank organizers are going to play a special role. And for that, we're going to do, we might just do a breakout here, we might stop, but we want and explain what we're going to do something real special for bank organizers, because what we have to do is we have to finish up our bank so that our whole ship is ready to move. So we got a lot of people in these areas already doing some stuff here, but we need to get people who we know are dedicated so we can do the training for those people. And then those people, you know, we can talk directly to you for any issues in this area, but also you get some additional HP token, which today is like Bitcoin, you know, when you're buying a pizza with it to help you get some of this stuff done. Our HP token is our launch token. It's to launch, just like Bitcoin launched crypto and blockchain. Our HP token is to launch humanity, right? Our HP token is to launch humanity. So the whole purpose of the HP token is to be a launch pad for humanity and a launch pad for everything in the entire ecosystem, without affecting SRS, without, you know, because SRS is really meant to be the store value for our entire community. So everybody that owns SRS right now owns a particular portion of the entire community, and we need to protect that with our dear, let's say our dear life. We need to protect that, right? Because that's super, super important. So in the groups, I just need to know, do this in the humanity governance group, please. Let me know if anyone is willing to volunteer to hold any of these positions, right? And I could drop this right here in humanity governance groups, people know, and then you can just message and say, hey, you know, I'm willing to help out with, you know, with the activation piece. I'm willing to help out with the community staking piece. I'm willing to help out with the community organizing piece. I'm help out with the business ownership piece. And those who want to organize banks. Now we're going to do something special for the bank organizers because we need to finish this. This is the rest of fuel to get these going, because the banks, as you know, everything is in the banks. So the banks help to make all this work, you know, including businesses, including a lot of people that wanted to know how to stake to other people that wanted to get some banks. So we're gonna make some special announcements there, but I wanted to give people a general idea so you have a clearer idea of what's happening. So these are the battle stations that need to be manned. Okay. Obviously there'll be work, again, all this work, we're gonna run all this work and everything through our HP token, because that's the launch pad for everything. Because it is a launch pad, we talked about this briefly yesterday, which really falls under here, right? Launch, Susu's, Equinets, right? This is the, let's think of a city that is being put together, putting a city together, you know, this is these pieces, this is the infrastructure. So this might be water, this might be electricity, this might be internet, this might be roads, right? Because those are all things that you need for a city to run, okay? You need internet, you need roads, you know, you need water, right? If you don't have any internet, nobody not moving into your building, because today the world runs on the internet. And so for us, we already have what's called Chat 3. And Chat 3, I'm going to see if I can open it on my other phone. Chat 3 allows for people, for us to have our own communication system. But Chat 3 is a part of this communications Equinet. But what does that mean? Well, because it's part of the Equinet, because it's part of the Equinet, Chat 3 doesn't own it. It's just one of the companies that Humanity Communications will own, which means that everybody that has HP token, you own parts of these companies. Now, people might not understand how all the HP works yet, like any token, like anything, you know, it'll grow. But you, the community, and part of you being part of this community the whole time, you, the community, have complete knowledge of how it works, complete access to be able to figure out how to make these tokens be the most valuable, because you, the community, is a community that is funding, driving, teaching, and making humanity a better place to be possible. Okay, so it's really you that the community is making that happen. Now everybody's seen Red Matter Capital. A lot of people here have seen Red Matter Capital, logged on to it. Is a registered company, and I'll show that here briefly as well. It's registered company, and because it is a registered company, we do have some special benefits with that for the investor world. Because it is a registered company, it makes everything look a lot better for us to be raising funds and money and everything else, which is what the other people don't have. They don't have. Let's see. Yeah, they don't have anything like that, right? They just have, you know, the ability to try to copy people stuff, right? So Red Matter Capital, though, you guys know it has AI and everything else in function. And I'll show both of them real shortly so people can see. Let me do this. I got chat 3 open on my phone, so I want to share with you so you guys can see. This is already part of our ecosystem, right? This is already part of what we have going. So this is not something that we got to go do. Is already going. All right. So let me see. Allow us to share. Okay, I'm gonna stop share here real quick so people can just see what chat 3 looks like, because chat 3 is now ours, guys. It belongs to this community right now. Okay, let's see, share screen. Oh, start now. All right, it's not. I don't have it on my phone installed as yet, but here's chat 3. Right. So this is ours, guys. And this is already a sizable, is a really well developed sizable community. Okay. Just in case you're wondering, the cute person you see on there, that's me. But you see, this is all chat 3. So this is up, it's running, it's live. This you know, this is all functional. Okay. I'll show you one or two things in there. You can send payments to chat 3 through email, stuff like that. Okay, my phone is going a little slow. So you can send money using email handles. That's all up and running. Okay. Just want to show you one or two functions so you understand what's already happening. There's discussion groups back here. So they already have something similar to, they already have something similar to you know, like a Facebook or whatever, is discussion groups and those kinds of things. There's memes back there, but look at this. Here's what you guys want to know. There's Mantle, but check this out. And if you know Mantle is $1 billion token, right? Trades $1 billion a day. Okay, so, but for us, they added us because now we have partnered with them, right? So now we got Polygon on here. I haven't put any money in it. It's attached to the wallet and everything else. But and this wallet, if you look in the top right, you can export this wallet just like you can export a wallet into. You can export this wallet just like you can export a wallet into MetaMask or Trust. So this is already functional, guys. So we're not building out a new company or a new idea. This is already built. A lot of it's already funded. We're just looking to take our part in market share on it as well. You can do chats. And also there's another function in here. We'll do some training on that, but I just wanted people to see it. Is actually live. This function is working. You know, there's a whole bunch of things that you could do with it. There's keys, there's a bunch of stuff that is all working. And a lot of these people, once we start throwing it, as Marcus said, you know, you want to, you know, the extended humanity hand is real powerful because people start to ask, well, what does it mean? There's people on here, we don't own this platform in its entirety, but there's another 20,000, 30,000 people that are on this platform already outside of us. And a lot of them are going to join Humanity Protocol because they'll see us on a day-to-day basis, you know, throwing our helping hands up as well, right? But just so you know, this is all working, all live. Everything is already happening already on that piece. right? So that's when you guys see chat 3. Why? Because it's important. Let me see if I can get the stop share. Stop share button. There you go. It's important you understand how far we've come and what you already part own. For those who have never seen, I'll be surprised if anyone in this call has never seen RMC. Where it's Matter Capital. Okay. Now these are all companies that have agreed to either be part owned by us, fully owned by us, which means that part owned and the community owns the bulk of it, right? A part of how Marcus put this thing together is that any company coming on board has to share with the community, but everybody knows Red Matter Capital. Right? We also have part ownership in Red Matter Capital, right? Securities, AI is all their stock, and so one of the things that's going to happen is that you, me, us, all of us will be able to learn. All of us will be able to learn how all of us will be able to learn how to invest. All right, I'll show you something here. Let me pause, make sure nothing extra doesn't come up that doesn't need to. Okay. So you guys can see this real quick. This is already happening. This is Red Matter Financial Advisor Group. So these are people in here who are actually going through testing it and learning how to do actual trading. Not just stock, not what do you call it? Not just crypto, but traditional trading, stocks, bonds, ETFs. And so a lot of these young folk right now today are actually learning how to trade and learning how to be a financial advisor through Red Matter Capital. Okay, so they actually have work because now they can actually be a financial advisor. Okay, so why am I showing you these things? Okay, let me show you why I'm showing you these things. Let me go back over here to the other screen, because I want you to realize that these are real existing companies that you and I already through token own parts of these things. Okay, let me go find that last screen I just had back. Pause for a second, guys, bear with me. So, okay, these are listed on here. Why? Because every single person, as we get your HP, and all of you here will be getting HP, no matter from what, you will now own Equinet tokens for any HP that you stake. In other words, and our staking process is going to be really, really simple. It just means that for now, you just whatever is sitting in your Red Matter Capital account, because we can check those and verify those really easily. At the date when we drop these tokens, then you get the matching tokens for HP. So this in that old fable, Aesop's fable, I think it's called, the HP token is the golden goose that lays eggs, and each token is now eggs coming off of this golden goose. Okay, every single one of these is okay. So it means everything. Chat 3 is going to have their own tokens. They're dropping their own tokens in June as well. Everyone that has HP is going to get additional airdrops for Chat 3 tokens. Red Matter Capital, additional airdrops. The distribution companies, additional airdrops. But this is Equinet, see, so which means that along the way, we might have 2 or 3 or 4 other communications companies that come under this special acquisition, Equinet, which means that this can acquire 3, 4, 5, 10, 50, 100 different chat companies. Because we said in the beginning, we're not going to build tech. We're just going to put the infrastructure out. Hello, infrastructure, all infrastructure for people, all the roads, all the water, all the internet for people to come on and do all the work, the businesses and everything else like that. Okay. So I wanted to take a little bit of time so people get a good understanding as to how this piece works. So you understand that, guys, we just got to finish August 8th, right? We finished August 8th, and these ones will drop tokens. Whichever one wins, whichever one gets the most votes, right? The most votes and the most money wins, okay? But either way, if you have these ones, you automatically own parts of these ones. That's why we didn't need to do any ASL or anything like that anymore, because by giving people HP tokens, you automatically have ownership in the winning company over here. Okay, so this is how we protected the community, but still gave them better, because right now, the HP token, we're able to distribute a lot of HP tokens. So that means you can get a lot of money for everything that you've already had. This is just the reality of real business, but the president has given so much here for this to turn around and work the right way it's supposed to work. So the last piece, we got all these pieces. You guys know that you've seen this doing the 8 steps, which is activating humanity, and doing this piece right here. If you guys can see me, I don't know if you can see me or not, because I'm behind the window, but this piece that you've seen going up, that's part of the 8 steps, right? But we need somebody who wants to kind of help with that. You've seen the 8 steps happening. The community staking you're doing has been buying work, right? And some of you guys are qualified as guardian, governor, and master builders already. And so now we're going to get into the minting, because now it's time. Now we got the chat free ready and the Red Matter Capital. Now we're able to actually allow people. So any people that are business owners, they could actually start to be some of the first businesses on Web3, Chat3, so on and so forth. So everything is now ready, okay? So the last part we got to finish up is this part right here. And then we're just going to keep growing these parts. These are all growing parts, okay? We're going to grow all these things. Turn this so we got to get the glare behind me. But these are all done. Now we're going to grow them, so you start to see them get the depth going on, like the bank CDs and how that works, community staking, right? So that's super, super important. So right now, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the president come back on, and let me see if he's ready. I'm going to stop here, because I want you guys to see how everything kind of pulls together. We went over a lot of it yesterday, but a lot of it was, probably the first day seeing it, a lot of people to take in, right? But I'm going to stop this right here, because I believe that now you're starting to see it. Now is getting, so the whole community is built. And this is the reason why when we have HP tokens, it's traded on the exchange. Okay, we'll answer some questions in a second. But this is the reason why these guys see we got a full ecosystem. So their goal is to go get the money real quick, and then try to duplicate. But the thing that they can't duplicate these pieces and the community piece, because we had that, we got it, and you're gonna see an all-out repercussion for them like nothing that people like nothing you've ever seen before, right? So that's that part. Let me stop this piece.